All right, let's talk about one of the biggest challenges in any classroom. Where's all the time go? Today, we're going to dive into a really powerful strategy from Chris Perry's book, The Inclusive Classroom Framework. It's predictable practice number 6, and it's all about taming that classroom chaos and getting your instructional time back.
But first, I want you to really think about this for a second. Picture your classroom. You've got this great lesson planned. You're all set to go, and then somehow the clock just runs out. It feels like the day just evaporates, right? So where does it all go?
You might want to sit down for this number. Research has shown pretty consistently that up to a quarter of all instructional time can be lost just to transitions. Yeah, 25%. Let that sink in. For every hour you plan to teach, you could be losing 15 minutes. That adds up to a staggering amount of lost learning time, just gone. So what is this thing that's stealing our time? Well, it's a hidden time thief. It's disorganized movement. It's all those little moments, getting a pencil, throwing something away, grabbing a book, that seem totally harmless on their own. But when you add them all up, well, you get that 25%.
And this quote right here, it just nails it. It really gets to the heart of the problem from the student's point of view. Think about what we're asking a kid to do here. We're telling them to stop what they're doing, remember a whole sequence of other tasks, and then start something brand new, all while following the rules. That's a huge mental lift. It's no wonder that this is exactly when things often start to go off the rails.
So the big question is, how do we fix it? Well, there's a really great way to think about it, which Chris Perry calls the stoplight method. It's super intuitive and honestly, a total game changer for managing the flow of your classroom. Okay, so what does that actually mean in plain English? It's this. Activities and movement happen at organized and coordinated times. The key here isn't to stop kids from moving. That's impossible. The goal is to sync it all up so we can get rid of all those chaotic, unstructured moments that are eating up our teaching time.
The stoplight analogy is just perfect, isn't it? You wouldn't want a city with no traffic lights. It would be total chaos, with cars going every which way. We use stoplights to create ardor and flow, and that's exactly what this practice is about, being the traffic light for your classroom.
So, what does this look like in the wild? Let's walk through a super common classroom activity and see the difference between a classroom with no stoplight and one that has the system down.
Okay, let's paint a picture. Your class is making maps. Now, over on the left, you've got the free-for-all approach. Kids get up whenever they need paper, then again for glue, then again for markers. You've got dozens of these little mini disruptions. Now look at the right. This is the stoplight method. The teacher says, okay, go, and the materials managers for each table get everything their group needs in one single trip. See the difference? The window for distraction shrinks from like 10 minutes down to 30 seconds. That is how you get your time back.
All right, so you're probably thinking, this sounds great, but how do I actually do it? I get it. The good news is, it's not complicated. We can break it down into 4 really clear, actionable steps.
First up, you've got to identify. Just watch your class for a day and notice all the times kids are moving around. Where are your biggest traffic jams? Second, you minimize and consolidate. Can 3 separate trips be turned into 1? For sure. Third, you have to explicitly teach these new procedures. You can't just expect kids to know, you have to model it. And finally, number 4, you reinforce and reteach. It's not a one-time thing, it's a cycle you keep coming back to.
So you've done the work. How do you know you've nailed it? What does it actually look and feel like when your classroom is running like a well-oiled machine?
Really, it boils down to these 3 things. 1, movement is no longer a surprise, it's anticipated and it's planned for. 2, your schedule is now your best friend. It's intentionally designed to protect and maximize every single minute of learning. And 3, your students know the routines inside and out because you've taught them and you consistently reinforce them. That's the payoff, a classroom that feels calm, focused, and just ready to learn.
So I want to leave you with this one question to think about. What is the single biggest traffic jam you're dealing with right now? What's one small area of chaotic movement that you could clear up starting tomorrow? Just picking one thing is the first step to taking back that 25%. Thanks so much for tuning in.